was one of the best skirmishes I've ever seen, to be honest. It was incredibly even throughout. I've never seen you guys do that before. It's always been quite, at least 20 kills up for the winning team, and that's the closest I've ever seen you guys get to even. And throughout that, you were neck and neck the whole time, and it's quite impressive to see. I was talking to Parvolin throughout the thing as well, and he was saying the same thing. It's quite impressive. I think, can we be quiet, please? I'm going to have to mute people. Thank you. So, I saw quite a lot of good plays. I saw a few bad plays, I think, but I think that was mainly down to perhaps organisation, maybe new people, but I'm not too sure. So we're going to go over a few things quickly. So in regards to the Garde did some really good sniping. They, I think, if you guys, we've had quite a little, not too much top fragging from the Garde today, but I think the sniping and the flanking from the Garde was quite impressive. I was quite happy with that. It was good movement of troops. Now, in terms of the Freikorps, you stoically fucking defended the mid the whole time. I know a few times you pushed forward, which sometimes was to your benefit. It was a bit 50-50, I found. And with the Silesians, you held the left perfectly the entire time. I've never seen anyone garrison that fucking chateau like you did today. Most people break quite easily on there, and you guys just held it the entire time. In terms of the Brunswick, the Brunswick had great control over the middle with the Freikorps as well. It was quite impressive to see you two working together quite nicely over there. And with the Grenadiers, you held mid, well, kind of left mid very well with the kind of more guerrilla warfare strategy, I think, which you tend to find with having less people. In terms of the Kohlberg, I was really impressed with the initial aggression at the start of the match. You storm it. Did you, Klaus, can you clarify, did you take the chateau at the start?
We took it about 5 different times through the round, but each time we did, we lost so many men in taking it that the Silesians always recaptured it. The entire round on the left side, for me, was...
The aggression was impressive. I did like that. However, what I found with the Kohlberg as a problem was there was an incredible lack of regrouping. I tend to see random Kohlberg just sitting around, typically officers as well, without any men around them, and they'd be in a choke point, which seemed a bit odd. So the skirmish was very quick, to be honest. You guys were really, I think it was with several aggressive plays, it just racked up the kills quite quickly. But I think it was definitely a good time that it was done in. It was quite intense. It was good fun. The commanding ability of most of our staff now, I think almost all of them, that you guys are doing really well, like with movement of troops, keeping them together. I'd say, Klaus, just work a little bit on making sure you've got men around you. Same with your staff. So what I've noticed as well is you all have the same sort of pattern of looking for patterns across the map, and you always want a solid line, or at least something you can view as this is our side, this is their side. Now, I know when I took control of the Brunswick for one of these internals, just because there was a lack of officers present at the time, I used the map rather fluidly. You don't. I'd recommend on Potsdam, it's really easy to flank, I found, and being aggressive can work very well. But what I found with the Kohlberg, as I'm sure Klaus is aware, is you weren't using cover to the best of your ability, I think. I know when you charged the chateau, you didn't use the banks of the river to get close enough to it. You just went over the field.
That's a lot of people.
Now, I'd like to see people maybe... Because when I was with the Brunswick, I was on the left flank for the whole game pretty much, but I'd be just running past people's lines, and I'd be trying to spawn trap all the time. And I did it quite successfully several times, and you just have to keep running around and changing your position, and it confuses people. and it shakes things up from the traditional just trying to find a solid line across the map. But apart from that, I think that's something quite new to a lot of you, I think. But it was a really impressive skirmish. I have to say, it's quite rekindled my hopes in the combat ability of you lot. Also, today's rally, very good. We've got 44 people here. Our peak, I think we had around nearly 48. And I think a few people probably needed to leave at some point. But I know, shout out to the Kolberg. They've really well done, Klaus. You've really been putting in the effort this weekend. It's quite nice to see. I know some of you who may have not been at the rally yesterday, Klaus Haugwitz has taken control of the Kolberg Regiment over the Solentz family. I'm sure some of you have had some run-ins with them. I don't want to offend anyone.
Winter is game.
Just continue to do your little trainings and whatnot. Make sure it's organized. Make sure it's relevant. And well done, guys. It was a good skirmish, I have to say. Just keep up with raiding and whatnot. I think Denmark will be a good raiding partner for the future. So keep on their asses. All right. Resume regiment activities and your regiment call.
Hey, stop doing stuff. We're all going to go home.
Brunswick to Brunswick call. Brunswick to
Guard.
Bye bye.
Okay.